South Jamaica, baby, they made me to be the greatest. Serving the deed of my creators, fresh off of my high haters. It's the king again, Magdalene, Chauffeur, bragging and boasting.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Dollars. It's another day, another dollar video. Welcome back to the channel. This is House of the Dragon, Season 2, Episode 3. And so far, the first two episodes have been really good. The last episode it was kind of sad to see how them two brothers ended up being manipulated to go against each other and kill each other. Like, I thought that was crazy. It seems like this is going to be a real tragic season. You know, I never read the book, so I don't really know how things are going to happen the way they're going to happen, but it just seems like it's going to be a lot of tragedy in this season. And that's nothing new when it comes to Game of Thrones. Like, we have seen so many tragic moments and people die, but it just seems like the way they do in this season, a lot of the people that you feel like are good or shouldn't die is gonna die. That's why I say it's tragic, because to me it's always tragic when somebody is really good and they end up dying. Because I didn't think, you know, those twins were wrong. They fought for what they believed in. They really thought they was doing the right thing. You know, like one twin was serving Rhaenyra, one twin was serving Aegon, because they really felt like that was their duty. It wasn't like, you know, blind loyalty or anything like that. So that's what makes it tragic to me. But yeah, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. We're going to hop right into this episode. If you're new to this channel, don't forget, subscribe, leave a like and a comment, and let's get it.
Must be my swordsmanship.
Can you even get that thing up?
Well enough for killing Blackwoods.
The calm before the storm. I feel like something crazy about to happen.
Boundary stones back.
We didn't move them.
Oh, did they move themselves then? Just rolled their way over so Bracken cows can fill their bellies on Blackwood grass?
The Assize at River
Fuck
Road.
the Assize. And fuck you. This is our land.
About to get smoky.
It's Bracken land. Babe killer.
What did you say?
Oh, they about to really kill each other right here.
Your false queen Rhaenyra is a kinslayer.
Your uncle declared for Aegon, did he? Well then, let me tell you. Aegon Targaryen is no true king.
Those are fighting words.
Just as you are no true knight. You're both craven, little gods!
Oh shit.
Dare.
Yo. That must have been like a little flashback to now. So those are like the different kingdoms that are fighting for Rhaenyra and Aegon. Yeah, that was a crazy shot, bro. Damn, bro. Bodies on bodies on bodies. So I'm assuming the war already started, right? Another little time skip or something, time jump.
He is the basest of villains. He sullies the grave of his brother.
I cannot fault him for keeping his oath.
Yeah, he was only doing what he swore to do.
What of those who sent him?
He looks pissed. This is going too far now. We gotta end it.
Otto Hightower would never have allowed this. Hotter blood has prevailed, I think. The young men have taken the bit in their teeth. They wish to punish, to avenge. Soon they will not even remember what it was that began the war in the first place.
Facts.
Usurped my throne. That is one answer. Or was it when the child was beheaded? Or when Aemond killed Luke?
For real, everything's all twisted now.
Or when Luke took Aemon's eye?
I mean, at this point,
Now at the point where none of it will matter.
it doesn't matter. I was just about to say that.
Kill and burn takes hold and reason is forgotten. There may be another way.
More ears.
Alicent Hightower.
Try to talk to her?
When last we met, Alicent said I would make a fine queen. You've seen what has happened since then.
She came to me in the hours after your Lord Father's death. She knows war is coming, and that it'll be savage beyond all compare. There is no war so hateful to the gods as a war between kin.
That's a crazy line. But yo, a child's head has been beheaded. It's already too late.
Bloody is a war between dragons. I do not believe she wants it.
She sent a raven. I do not care to read her message. What she did
It is not her, but the men around her who seek bloodshed.
She permitted it.
As you permitted the murder of a little boy.
That's not what happened. Is she even gonna deny it now, or she's just gonna run with it?
Alicent is in King's Landing. Her son sits my throne. There is nothing more to be said.
Facts. That's it. Sir Kristen Munch goof.
You're well, Lord Hand.
This guy is really the Hand, bro. Like, I still can't wrap my head around that. He's probably gonna make so many dumb decisions, it's not even funny. They already lacking discipline, man.
Been tidings and
They all looking at him funny too.
Forgive my lateness.
Important business, no doubt.
You've appointed new knights to the Kingsguard, Your Grace.
To replace those we lost.
The last one needlessly, some might say.
Sir Aric was awarded the great duty of ending Rhaenyra's challenge. He failed to discharge it.
he failed because the scheme was rash.
Perhaps, Your Grace, but we cannot all hide in our castles waiting for war to come to us.
As now it surely will.
As now, it already has.
Facts.
House Bracken took it upon themselves to attack the Blackwoods, who declared for the Pretender. Lord Samuel Blackwood himself is slain.
Good. First blood in our name.
Damn.
Both sides took heavy losses, Your Grace. I'm not entirely certain we can declare this a victory.
The Blackwoods and the Brackens have feuded for centuries. This is nothing more than an excuse for them to indulge their ancient grudge. It's no true war.
Call it what you will.
It was like a minor clash.
And so will Dragonstone. The question is, what are we going to do about it?
Send the dragons.
We send a raven to Lord Tully. These houses are his vassals, are they not? He must control them.
Lord Grover Tully is a flaccid old fool who couldn't control his cock and a cunny. Your Lord Uncle Ormond marches from Oldtown at the head of a great host, Your Grace. And your brother Darren's dragon nears fighting age. Call on them to suppress the Riverlands.
Alas, they are months away. My Lord Brother Jason is raising a great army at Castle Rock. In a matter of weeks, he will be able to harass the Blackwoods from the west.
Should we not aim to unite these armies and then strike?
They don't know what to do, bro.
Military mind of the Citadel. Do remind me which link in
That's what happens when you get rid of your hand.
This council must rediscover the discipline it lately had if it's to be of any use.
The Riverlands are the key to the war. Harrenhal is the key to the Riverlands. I will ride out with those I can muster here, men I know.
Damon's already at Harrenhal, though.
Speed is my ally. I will turn the Crown land houses who declared for Rhaenyra to our cause. We will add their numbers to our own and then turn west, where I will enlist the Brackens, subdue the Riverlands, and take Harrenhal.
Well, this sounds good, Mr. Big Shot.
Bold scheme indeed.
Well, the gods favor the bold.
They did not favor Sir Aric.
That's crazy.
And you'll take Aemond and Vhagar?
Vhagar will remain here to defend the city.
Good. To war, then. I'll come too with Sunfire.
Your biggest weapon, you keeping it at home. Which, I agree, you should keep Vhagar there.
That is precisely why you must remain, brother. It's a brave thought, but we cannot risk your loss.
I'm as fearsome as any of them.
Yeah, okay, buddy. Listen to your brother Aemon, man. He's making most sense. The most sense. And he wants war, so that tells you something. So she did warn Rhaenyra. Okay.
I was told you turned back from your ship to bring warning.
I was not believed at first.
You saved my life.
What is the life of a queen worth these days?
You wish to be rewarded.
Of course.
As I would think you would wish to reward me.
I gave you your freedom.
What price would you set?
A place at your court.
What?
You said your earnest desire was to flee Westeros.
And you let me go. You showed me grace when you could have withheld it.
He's loyal to her. You can't buy loyalty, bro. You gotta put her on your team.
I know the workings of the Red Keep, and the movements of those who serve there. That is worth more than gold to you now.
Facts.
And what is my worth to you?
I would punish the High Towers for what they have done. To me, to those who served.
Killed her friends.
But more than that, I know the struggles of the small folk of King's Landing. They will be ruled either by you or by the usurper. And only one of you has shown yourself to be merciful.
Ooh.
I hope you do not confuse mercy with pliancy.
Yeah, she's showing mercy, but she ain't no joke.
My late lord husband's dragon has grown restless of late. We cannot know why.
Maybe he's lonely.
Mm-hmm. That's terrifying. A dragon just flying out in the distance.
I've decided to send Joffrey to Ward with my cousin, Lady Jane Arryn. She has pledged an army in return for a dragon, so she will have one. Aegon and Viserys will accompany him until a place of greater safety can be found.
Tyraxes is but a hatchling, and Stormcloud...
I want you to go with them.
Time for you to step up.
You must take the little ones further. To Pentos, I think.
When my mother died.
It is safer than anywhere in Westeros. Write to Prince Reggio. If he will have you, then go to him. I'm sorry to put this upon you.
Arranged marriage?
Rhaena. I need you to be the mother to them that I cannot.
Big shoes to fill.
Guard them as a dragon guards her eggs.
And my sister?
I need Baela here.
Because she has a dragon.
I cannot promise to make you happy. But I ask you, make this sacrifice willingly.
Wasn't she the one that was supposed to have Vhagar, her mom's dragon? And then Aemon stole it, right? I feel bad for her. That's a cool shot right there. Laying right on the top. Y'all gonna pledge y'all allegiance to me. Yo, that was so gangster right there. What is this, Harrenhal? Oh, I'm loving this with the rain, the atmosphere. I ain't gonna lie, they need to make a Game of Thrones video game. Like Elden Ring. And I know the author of Game of Thrones worked on Elden Ring. But they could do it like the Telltale games, like the Walking Dead, Batman Telltale games, where you can make decisions and shit. Giving me like some horror vibes. Where is he? Is this Harrenhal? I don't know where he's at, but this shit is giving me like some real scary vibes. I love it though. The fact that he went there alone, bro, is crazy. Like,
I'm claiming Harrenhal.
Apparently so.
I mean, what is there left to claim? Hardly anybody there. Well, that was easy.
Supper is venison with black cabbage and peas. No red currant. Sorry about that.
Bro, that was easier than expected. They hardly have any army there, though.
That venison is well aged. Shame to let it waste.
Could be poison.
I've survived many a battle. I do not mean to be felled by poison peas.
I'll admit that my cook's peas aren't exactly the stuff of legend, but poison?
Well, it's an easy way to kill a dragon rider.
If you've not yet surmised, you are welcome here.
And what of your lord, Larys Strong? He who sits at the false court of Aegon.
Larys Clubfoot is no lord of mine. He's a scourge upon this castle and this family.
Oh, that's
Do you not think
the
it's
foot
strange
guy
that his father
and brother,
my nephew, Lord Lionel, perished by fire
and his son too, here in this damp place.
Yeah, that's the foot guy that's talking to Allison, giving her information.
And the black. Even in summer we struggle to light the hearths. So no, you will find no loyalty to Larys Strong here, my prince.
Your Grace.
Your Grace?
What then brings you to our corner of the Riverlands?
Harrenhal is the largest castle in the Seven Kingdoms. Or perhaps that has escaped your attention.
Well, it is also, not to be argumentative, in something of a state of disrepair, since your forebear incinerated much of it with his dragon.
Well, that is precisely why we must bring it into a state of repair.
How long is that going to take? In the middle of a war?
To what possible end?
There are 40,000 swords in the Riverlands, the largest undeclared host in the realm. Only Harrenhal is of a size enough to garrison them.
You should know that a substantial number of those swords have now declared and are presently at war. Houses Bracken and Blackwood have long detested one another.
Why?
Petty shit, probably.
That is lost in time. Sin begets sin, begets sin.
Begets sin.
Your Lord Paramount, so that I may treat with him myself and turn them to our cause.
That would be Lord Grover Tully, but he grows frail. It's said that he can no longer speak, nor seal his bowels.
Damn. He shits himself.
Upon his banner when he's weak, they feel they can do as they please.
I will speak with him nonetheless. People should obey their liege lord, whatever his condition. Perhaps the presence of the crown and a dragon
make them get in
sharpen
line.
Minds round these parts.
Might I ask, Your Grace, if you are successful, well, when you are successful, what then?
We march on King's Landing and take the throne.
So wait, he's moving on his own? He's trying to take the throne for himself. Well, yeah, it seems like he's operating by himself without Rhaenyra because he wants the throne for himself, which, Daemon, you need to chill, bro.
So, Kristen, may I present my brother, Sir Gawain Hightower, arrived last night from Eltown.
Sir Kristen. Mayhaps, I should say. My Lord Hand.
You took my dad's job? Where are all these new characters coming from? Like, they never mentioned her brother before or her other son.
And by a man from such modest beginnings. What a giddying ascent the gods have bestowed on you.
Sir Gawain has volunteered to accompany you into battle.
You trying to backdoor me?
We have a full complement, Your Grace.
Then you shall have a fuller one.
The march will be hard, sir.
No one is more delighted than I to march out to war with the Dornishmen.
I think he's there to keep tabs on him and report back to Alicent.
I thank Your Grace for her prayers, and request that she grant her favour, that her Lord Commander may go into battle with her blessings in his heart.
I don't think she loves you, bro. You gonna break your heart.
Your Grace.
You're just a booty call, you know? I don't think she got feelings for you, bro. Or maybe she does, I don't know. I just think he's the sucker that keeps getting played, but Daenerys never played him. I mean, Rhaenyra never played him. He played himself. Ugh.
They have penetrated our castle walls, and now the Riverlands are aflame after the Battle of the Burning Mill. How fares Prince Daemon with our army?
I have no idea.
There has been no word from Prince Daemon, Your Grace.
Then we must press what advantage we do have.
And what is that?
Dragons. Send them all out. Start turning green strongholds to our cause. And burn those who resist.
No. If dragons begin fighting dragons, we invite our own destruction. Fear of it is in itself a weapon.
Facts.
The Greens will make the same calculation.
The value of a sword is not within its scabbard.
We will secure victory with armies, not with dragons alone.
That's basically like mutual destruction, like some nuclear shit.
We must give Daemon time.
Your Grace, you have witnessed firsthand just how vulnerable you are. Prince Daemon is abroad, and Aegon's factions are enraged at the death of his son. You have never been so exposed.
Perhaps it is time for you to think about secreting yourself somewhere safe.
These guys are cowards.
A source of distraction for the enemy.
He proposed to conduct the war in my absence.
It would merely be a precaution.
It would be treason.
Yeah, like they out of bounds, bro. I don't trust these dudes. You gotta get rid of them.
This council would do well to remember that their queen wears the crown of my grandsire, Jaehaerys the Conciliator. A prudent ruler, The wisest of Targaryen kings whose reign outlasted every other, even Aegon the Conqueror's.
Stop underestimating and doubting your queen, bro, and start trusting her.
So how do they fare, the ditherers of Dragonstone?
Rhaenyra's counsel is wayward. She has a hard task. I must hope she will rise to it. But I fear she'll need you by her side sooner than late.
This bread, still warm.
There's broth too, I made sure of it.
I am no longer an invalid.
I love their relationship.
Rhaena, Lord of the Tides. The girl knows nothing of ships, nor even of dragons.
There is Rhaena or there is Joffrey. Both soon to be far from the creak of ships and the ocean's roar.
I think Rhaena's gonna be a key character. Like, she's gonna level up.
There is no time. We are at war, Corlys.
She's right.
If something were to befall you,
Then it is well that I am a good sailor.
Y'all better enjoy y'all moments together, because y'all don't know when shit gonna hit the fan. That's the scary thing about war. Being away from the loved ones, not knowing that y'all last moments could be any moment. But this is Rhaena. I feel like she's gonna be a powerful asset to Rhaenyra. She's probably gonna go where she goes and get an army or something.
Stormcloud and Tyraxes are small, but they will grow. It is for you to remind Lady Jane of her pledge and persuade her of the urgency of our need.
Yeah, I think she's gonna come through.
Tyraxes and Stormcloud are young and vulnerable. These eggs are even more fragile.
Those are beautiful eggs.
But should all come to ruin here, you will bear our hope for the future.
The last stand. Aww. I feel like something's gonna happen to Baela. It's just bothering me not knowing like what's gonna happen, who's gonna die. It's like anybody, you know? And I don't want it to be people that I like. Sending her kids off.
I feel sad about Jaehaerys, but I ought not to, I think. People die all the time, especially babes.
Nah, that's not something you could just brush under the rug.
That horrid procession where the small folk all stared at me. I warrant they thought I had no more right to grief than they do. Surely they lose their babes more than highborn ladies.
The stranger comes for us all, queen and commoner.
The stranger is like what, deaf?
I love Jaehaerys, but my concern has been more for you and what you have endured. Helena,
I forgive you.
Damn.
What?
I said that I forgive you.
If you wasn't sleeping with the fucking dude that was supposed to protect them, maybe that wouldn't have happened.
Worth more than a castle. A sight to stir the passions. Aegon the Conqueror reborn.
Just get on with it.
His friends are so annoying.
There are rumors that the king readies himself to fly to war.
He should be your hand as much as I don't like him.
I think it would benefit all of us to prevent our king from being brutally slain by our enemies and his body parts scattered to beasts and his court come to ruin. Would you not agree? What exquisite armor?
I was given the Conqueror's name and his crown, so I shall wear his armor to war. I fly to meet Sir Chris.
You're not ready for war, bro.
Small imposition before you depart, then, Your Grace.
Yo, he should have been the hand. As much as I don't want him to, he's the best man for the job, though. He's the most dangerous man in all of Westeros.
In the streets of your city. One such is that Your Grace sends his forces to battle, and in his courage and wisdom flies with them. Another is that his grace was outwitted by his counsellors and persuaded to fly to war with Sir Criston, so the Queen Alicent may reign in his absence, with Prince Aemond at her side.
Ooh, no division.
Absurd, of course.
Putting that doubt in his head.
Who spreads these lies?
Matters little.
He's the one spreading the lies.
Like weeds, unless they are tended.
Tend to them, then.
He knows, like, not to push the boundaries. He knows when to leave.
My father always said he had no use for a master of whisperers. And yet, I find myself wanting for one. I should be glad of your talents.
Master of Whisperers? So he's like that dude from Game of Thrones that had the birds sending notes and shit. I think his name was Varys. Lord Varys or some shit.
You could come out with us, my king. Sir Martin has a new squire that wants bedding in.
He's never fucked a woman.
You're sworn to chastity now.
Of course, Your Grace.
Wow. There is no discipline, bro. They don't have no honor of duty or nothing. That's a bad sign. You gotta start putting dudes in check, man.
Dornish, are you?
Yes, I am.
The part of Westeros my house never settled. Although it said even Dawn mourned the passing of my grandsire. Is that so?
Who was your grandsire?
They call him the Conciliator.
King Jaehaerys.
Who the hell is this guy?
I'm the son of Balon the Brave, bastard brother to Prince Daemon and the late King Viserys.
Bastard brother?
To the one true queen, Rhaenyra Targaryen. The blood of the dragon runs through these veins.
I don't believe him.
How do you know what they look like?
He speaks truth right enough. Look, you can tell. By his hair.
Yeah, because I'm their half-brother, you fuckwits.
All right.
Yeah, I'll tell you who else doesn't have silver hair. The rightful heir to the Iron Throne, my nephew, Prince Jaehaerys Velaryon.
Oh, shit.
You have a nephew.
All hail the king!
The first one.
Sit down. Sit yourself down. Sit! Drink the wine, bro. Take the little Come on, then!
Why the hell is he chilling in a random bar, a pub, or whatever? Like, he's wildin'.
It's a little tame, but the good of places.
He's at war, and this is what he got time to do?
I know just the tutor for you, my boy.
Oh, yo!
Got to be good.
Hey, yo.
Aemon the Fierce! You have come so far, and yet you still lie with your very first. What a fine... Did you fuck her like a hound? Woo! 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 You see, I do not exaggerate. Such is the madam's...
I don't think you want to embarrass your brother in front of these guys, bro.
Hard luck for your squire, though. As you can see, she's now very much occupied.
Your squire is welcome to her. One oar is as good as another.
My man stood on business. Yo. Okay. That was crazy, but nothing I ain't used to in this show. It's funny how he never messed with no other chick. Like, that's his favorite, but he, as a prince, he could fuck with anybody. He just stays with her. But he kept the G, you feel me? Like, he could have her. She's finally reading the letter.
We march to make the first strike in the name of His Grace.
I assure you, my nephew will not begrudge me a night of comfort.
Hmm.
If it soothes your brow, Cole, we will rendezvous with your army at first light. Or if their wine is good, perhaps...
Is that a dragon?
We're exposed.
What? Cole?
Get to the trees!
Wow, that's crazy. The way the shadow went over the sun, bro. Yo, she saw them there and she started smiling like, yeah. Wow. Fire, fire, fire. I would just start burning that whole forest down. What's up? I ain't gonna lie, the dragon could have flew through them trees and broke all them trees. That shit ain't nothing. You're gonna see a glint. Another glint. Bro pissing in his armor. And the fireball! Come on!
Sylvain!
Ah, that was whack. I would have just started burning shit, bro. You don't never know.
A good showing, Sir Kristen. I am in your debt.
They know we're abroad, they'll be hunting. And we must move under the trees and by cover of dark starting tonight. And no fucking inns.
Could you be certain it was Cole from such a great height?
It was not such a great height, Your Grace. You said not to engage, so I didn't. Exactly.
Your Grace, and request your permission to return to Rook's Rest and fortify my lands.
I shouldn't fret, Lord Simon. They'll be making for Harrenhal.
'Tis Prince Daemon who ought to worry.
Prince Daemon has Caraxes.
Cole will look to increase his numbers, and he may call upon a dragon of his own. Must act now, Your Grace.
What is she gonna do, bro?
Root Cole out and burn him.
I don't know if I trust a fucking opinion, though.
I have heard your arguments. And will consider them.
Yeah, you don't have to answer just yet. Give it some more time. I trust her, you know what I'm saying? Whatever she feels the right move, she knows what she gotta do. It just sucks that Daemon's not there to, like, give her that support. Speaking of the devil. That was that chick. You about to just barge in without knocking? That's one creepy castle I would not want to stay in, man. Especially with the history behind it. He's seeing things? Or he's dreaming.
Always coming and going, aren't you? And I have to clean up afterwards.
What the fuck? Yeah, he's definitely dreaming, bro. Oh my god. Don't tell me he's gonna start messing with this chick now.
You will die in this place.
He doesn't seem phased at all. Somebody just said you're gonna die in this place and he just shrugs it off.
What do you know of the movements of Alicent Hightower?
Would you take her hostage? Or kill her outright?
I would speak with her, myself.
Killing her would be easier.
If war can be averted, it is my duty to avert it. I have reason to believe she may be of the same opinion.
For how long, though?
She has expressed her remorse.
You can have a message brought to her, in secret.
She would not agree to it. She would suspect some subterfuge, as would I if I received such a message. I must see her, face to face.
Ooh, now that's risky.
She is the Queen Dowager. She goes nowhere without many eyes watching her. It is fraught.
Speak it.
There are fishing boats aplenty in the bay. The city depends on them.
She's gonna sneak into King's Landing?
But if I'm recognized?
You may be surprised to learn it, but most folk pay no mind to a woman who has not dressed as a queen or lured herself with the eyes of men.
This is dangerous. I don't know if I like this idea.
There is one place Alicent goes, outside the castle walls, where you may yet find her alone.
Rhaenyra, please don't do this. This is a dumb idea. Alicent's gonna see the opportunity and probably take it. Like, what is wrong with you? Yo, you better cover that white hair better than that. I see little strands sticking out. Keep your head down. Yo, I hope that she doesn't bump into that Littlefoot dude, bro. And again, I know that's not his name, but that's what I'm gonna call him. I'm so nervous for her right now, bro. The music ain't helping either. You're gonna be standing right across from her. Yo, this is such a badass scene, though.
No, no. What? I must speak with you. If I could cry out,
you
your
dead.
mates would find me. I would be taken or slain. But not before I killed you.
And then what?
The war still goes on.
I've begun badly. We watched the tourney together, you and I, the day my brother was born. We knew, even then, that men trained up for battle are eager to fight, to seek blood and glory. But you, I know you do not have that desire within you.
That's probably changed after her grandson was killed.
Rhaenys has counseled me. She said she saw in you a wish to avert the worst of what may now come.
The worst has came. Her grandson was beheaded.
You've come to surrender then?
I have come to see if we may uncover some path towards peace. My dragons are restless. They smell battle. But if you and I may come to terms...
There are no terms now. You have no army. Your allies turn from you when they hear of your depravity. Your hands are bloody to no crime. I could never have imagined you...
The trespass was not mine. Oh, think what you will. I am a mother too, and you have yet to answer for the murder of my son.
I repudiate that act with all my heart.
Of course you do. I'm usurping my rightful inheritance.
Facts. What about that?
Have you now stooped so low that you will countenance the suffering and death of thousands in order that your feckless son...
Your father changed his mind.
Oh, so you say. And so your father has proclaimed to the realm. I saw the king that night. Mere hours before I left him, he had affirmed my right to the throne. A right he upheld steadfastly every day of his life after my mother died.
For real, like...
And yet you will maintain that his mind was changed in an instant.
I will.
You lie.
No.
My father loved me, Alicent. And I believe he loved you, too.
You really think he would have changed his mind on his daughter?
You betray him at the very last. When was your plan first laid? Was your ambition so keen?
He changed his mind, Rhaenyra. He changed his mind.
No, you thought he did. That's not what happened. Now she's probably going to put doubt in Rhaenyra's mind.
I this to you on the memory of my mother.
Come on, bro.
I have been at times unkind, but never untrue. I pronounced before all gathered in that room that you would make a fine queen. Do you think me capable of such naked deceit?
Now she's going to have doubt, bro. Don't believe her, bro. Don't believe her. Well, she ain't lying, but she misunderstood what her father was saying, bro. Come on.
What did he say at the end? Did he speak my name?
Poor Rhaenyra, bro. Now she's going to have to think her father turned on her?
It was hard at times to understand, but he spoke Aegon's name.
You're such a great actress, Rhaenyra.
He said he was the prince that was promised to unite the realm.
No, he's talking about the prophecy.
Did my father use those words? The prince that was promised.
Yeah, that's a prophecy. That wasn't Aegon, your son.
He spoke to you of the Song of Ice and Fire.
He doesn't even know what that is. This is
It's a story.
A whole misunderstanding led to a war, bro. That's fucking crazy.
Aegon the Conqueror.
The Conqueror.
This whole thing has been a misunderstanding. That's so fucked up.
You must go before you are discovered.
There's been a mistake.
There's been no mistake. Please. You can prevent this, Alicent.
I think Alicent's gonna do some research on that and then realize.
And even victory may be so bloody as to be counted a loss. Do not let your pride blind you.
There's been no mistake. My father has gone from court. God is on the march, Aemon.
Ready too late.
You know what Aemon is? It's too late, Rhaenyra.
Yeah, like you spoke to her face to face. Y'all said what you had to say. Now it's time to put belt to ass. Oh my god, the music is so fire in this shit. Alright, you got all the closure you needed. Alright, y'all, that was an excellent episode. One thing I want to commend the directors and everybody working on this show is the pacing. Like, the pacing was excellent in this episode. It felt like there was always something happening that was pushing the plot forward. And it was just building up, and building up. And it was like, I was not bored not once this whole episode. I haven't been bored at all watching the first 3 episodes. Just would like to commend everybody working on the show, the actors, the acting. You know, this is like one of the best seasons so far. Well, it's the second season, so I feel like this season, all 3 episodes have been blown out season 1 so far. Rhaenyra finally spoke to Alicent face to face. This was the face-off that we was wanting to see. And I mentioned it in episode 1 where I said, I can't wait till Rhaenyra confronts her. I do wish this scene would have been a little bit more tense. You know, I wanted to see more like anger and, you know, because like they both lost somebody. Alicent lost her grandson. Rhaenyra lost her son. I wanted to see that wittiness come out of, like, you know, the talking. The dialogue I felt could have been a little bit more wittier. But other than that, I also love the scenes with Daemon at Harrenhal. Like, that castle looks so spooky, and the whole atmosphere with the rain and thunder, I always love that. So just to see that, them shots of him in the castle with that armor on, that was sick. I also love the scene when Baela flew on the dragon and she smiled, and I was upset that she, you know, engaged them, but Rhaenyra told her not to engage, so I forgot she mentioned that. But I did wanted to see her violate a little bit. Like, that would have been crazy. The whole storyline with Aemon and Aegon, like, I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen there. Are they going to turn on each other eventually? Is Aemon going to be like, you know what? Let me get my brother out of the way, because he doesn't know how to run things. And he may feel like, you know what? I should be the king. He felt like that anyway. So he might turn on his brother eventually and be like, you know what? Let me get him out the way so I could take charge of the shit and be the king and shit. But yeah, man, I can't wait for the next episode. Oh yeah, another thing too, like, it's funny how they start bringing new characters into the season, which I expect that, you know, there's always going to be new characters popping up, but they're mentioning characters that we should have known about in season 1. Like, Alicent has a brother. She has another son somewhere else. Like, why they never mentioned that before? So it's throwing me off a little bit. And I mean, I can't wait to see who these characters are, what they're going to be capable of. Also, Rhaena, I think her name is Rhaena, Baela's little sister. I feel like she's going to be the X factor, because they sending her off with them dragon eggs, and, you know, she doesn't have a dragon of her own. She feels like she's useless. But I feel like she's going to come of age where she's at, and she's going to be a very powerful asset. I just get a feeling. It's not that I know. I just feel like that's what's going to happen. You know, when they have those characters that underestimate themselves and are not that confident, they usually tend to surprise you. But yeah, man, another great episode. I enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, please drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. On the road to 50K, it's your boy Dollars. I'm off this.
For my time goes by, they gon' raise a nigga Jersey in the sky. Treat a nigga right, big dreaming on my life. Shorty wanna get some air, I go and get her when I fly. Taking off on these niggas I retire. The minute I catch fire, I smoked them all before, just revisiting the high.